Good morning, class. Welcome to St. Peter's School. So this is your science class, and in last class we already covered the question and answer also of the chapter 1, and we had already started with the chapter 2, that is health and disease. And in last class we discussed about the what is exactly the disease. Disease is a type of disturbance which is caused in our body. Normal body is known as the disease. Okay, or which infect our body. You can say like this, and there are types of disease. There are some Down syndrome. There are some disease which are hereditary. Some diseases are communal disease, which is communicated through the contaminated water, contaminated food, infected food. You can say like this. Okay, so different types, and we also discussed the term pathogens. Okay, so what is pathogen? Just revising, what is pathogen? Pathogen is, you can say, understand like this. It's a particular bacteria, or it's a particular virus which cause like a specific disease, which is known for its specific disease is known as the pathogens. So you can understand like this. जो भी वायरस, जो भी बैक्टीरिया, वो उसका जो एक पर्टिकुलर सिम्टम होता है, पर्टिकुलर डिजीज होता है, so that particular virus or the bacteria which is present in our body is known as the pathogens. Okay, now, so today we will discuss. So again, all the students are requested to please take out your books and keep in front of you with before starting the video. Always before starting the video, just take out your books and take out page number 7. You will see the first topic is infectious disease. What is infectious disease? Disease is spread through the contaminated air, water, food, or the vectors like insects and the other animals are called the infectious disease. So, what are infectious disease? It is not hereditary disease. It is a communal disease. What is disease? Which we get from the outer side, right? It is not from the hereditary. It is just we obtain from our environment or attain from the if it happens due to any specific insect bite or animal bite. Okay, so first name of the disease is tuberculosis. So let's see what is tuberculosis. Okay, so I have just given you here what is infectious disease. Disease is spread through the contaminated air, water, food, or the vectors. Insect and other animals are called infectious disease. Okay, so first disease name is tuberculosis. So you will see that there is a particular four topic has been the disease has been described by the help of four terms. First is pathogen, second is mode of infection, what are the symptoms, and what is the prevention and the treatment we should take in that period. Okay, so for pathogen term, you will understand like it's a name of that bacteria which cause that particular disease. Okay, mode of infection is how it enters into our body is the mode of infection. Symptoms, what will be the symptoms like once we suffer from that disease, and prevention and the treatment will be like prevention we can take. So first of all, look at the first disease, that is tuberculosis. Pathogen for the tuberculosis is known as Mycobacterium tuberculae. That is name itself derive it's a bacterial disease. Okay, Mycobacterium tuberculae is the pathogen. Mode of infection is spitting by patient through air, prolonged contact with and sharing of materials of patients. Okay, tuberculosis is generally it's a type of infection. You can say like spread disease, or the you can say infectious disease. Why like for example, if some person is already suffering from tuberculosis, and you use the same towel of that person, or the suppose if the even this the person is spit or sneeze on you, might be you will also get infected at the same time. Okay, if you will use the material of those patient which is already infecting with the tuberculosis, it will be like you will also get infected with the same disease. What are symptoms will be chronic cough, bloody spitting, and emaciation and difficult breathing. Okay, chronic cough means like you can understand it's like ड्राई खांसी जो जिसको बोलते हैं क्रोनिक कफ, एंड ब्लड इज spitting might be sometimes it happens like you will like blood will come out with your spit, emaciation, like you can say uh, inconsistency, or you are like you can suffocating. Difficult breathing means like you will feel difficulty in breathing, suffocating, you will feel. Prevention and treatment for this is BCG vaccine, isolation of patient, and regular medication like DOT. Okay, you know that in older days it's like there is no any prevention or any treatment for tuberculosis, like we are suffering from corona right now, right? So right now it is there is no still there is no prevention and treatment for corona in the same and then lots of people is dying due to this disease. But you know that due to tuberculosis also, and like in the past number of a various number of people has died due to this tuberculosis, because it is just like it is non preventive, and there is no treatment for this, and lots of people used to die due to tuberculosis. But thanks to God that thanks to those scientists which is able to find out the medicine for this tuberculosis, that is called DOT. Okay, BCG vaccine is also there to protect someone from happening this type of disease. And like nowadays very few number of people used to suffer from all this disease. Okay, now we'll see the next is hepatitis jaundice. Okay, hepatitis is a type of jaundice. Okay, jaundice is a normal, sometimes it happens, but hepatitis is a senior level of jaundice. You can understand like this. It's a third level of jaundice, you can say. Okay, pathogens are the hepatitis virus. It is a viral disease. Okay, okay. Every time you have to learn this, that it is a viral disease or it is a bacterial disease. Okay, okay, for the hint, I'm telling you that if the particular disease is like a bacterial disease, na, its last name will be like same as the disease name. For example, tuberculosis, Mycobacterium, tuberculae. But in virus, it doesn't happen every time. Like hepatitis for the hepatitis virus. Okay, okay, hepatitis virus A, B, C, D, E. Mode of infection is contaminated water, sharing of needles, blood transfusion. Okay, so what happens if how it infected, how can we infected from hepatitis if we will share the syringe or the needles, same needles, doctor or the sometimes doctor or nurse, if we use the same needles which is he or she is using for the hepatitis patient, might we get might we enter into our body also. So always remember before like taking any syringe or before using any type of needle in a hospital, or you should check for that if it is like a new one, right? Symptoms: anorexia, yellow urine, general weakness, nausea, vomiting, gray stool. Okay, so all these are the symptoms. Nausea and vomiting might be, you will feel uncomfortable vomiting, weakness will be there, yellow urine will be there. So these all are the symptoms happens during the um, jaundice, or you can say hepatitis. Prevention and treatment is drinking boiled water and proper cleaning of hand. Otherwise, there is no preventive, there is no medicine for this. And we also know that the viral disease are very few viral diseases are having like medicine or something. It what happened? Viral disease always takes 2 to 3 days or the 15 days, but they kill themselves only after a few days. There is no like very few times it happens that there is a reaction of medicine on the virus. It's very tough to kill some virus, because virus are very like they are replicating in nature, right? So what happens, but it has also a short living time. So after some time, what happened, virus destroys themselves only. Okay, so there's no medicinal treatment. It's like a drinking boiled water and proper cleaning of hand will might be save you from the hepatitis or the jaundice. The third disease is dysentery. Dysentery, the pathogen is bacteria, virus, Shigella, bacilli, Entamoeba, or the histolytica. So these all are the pathogen might cause the dysentery. Bacteria and virus both might be both of them either of them cause the dysentery. Mode of infection is contaminated food and water. Okay, so this is very common disease which we all know that why it happens. It happens due to eating bad food or stale food might be, or the water which is not covered always might be, if we will drink those water we will suffer from the dysentery. What will be the symptoms? Watery stool, pains in abdomen. Watery stool we all know, and pains in abdomen might occur during the dysentery. Prevention and treatment is drinking of boiled water, proper storage of food, ORS consumption. This is also not a medicine, it's just balance the loss of water from your body. Okay, drinking of boiled water, proper storage of food will help you to prevent from the dysentery. Okay, so dysentery is also, there is no need of medicine. You just have to take a protection of yourself by drinking boiled water when you are suffering from dysentery, and proper storage of food means like you should eat healthy food also, and it should be very neat and clean. Okay. Now, last one is cholera. Cholera is, pathogen is Vibrio. Pathogen is Vibrio cholerae bacterium. Mode of infection is contaminated food and water. Symptoms will be vomiting, severe diarrhea, cramps in the legs. Okay, so mode of infection is most of the time will be same because contaminated food and water, because we already have studied this what is infectious disease. It is generally caused due to the contaminated food and water only. And what is the pathogen for the cholera is Vibrio cholerae. It's a type of bacteria. Symptom will be vomiting, severe diarrhea. Might be you will suffer from diarrhea also. Vomiting, type of dysentery, vomiting, cramps in legs. Prevention and treatment is following hygienic practices, avoiding open place food, drinking boiled water and vaccination against cholera. Okay, so and there is also a vaccine for the cholera, but still where when the disease is caused due to contaminated food and water na, always what you have to do, you have to follow these hygienic practices, avoid drinking unboiled water, avoid eating open place food. Okay, so every time when the in this such type of infectious disease, in the case of infectious disease, always just follow the first of all this pattern is following the hygienic practices. Okay. Now, last one is typhoid. Typhoid is the pathogen for typhoid is Salmonella typhi. It's a type of bacteria again. Mode of infection is contaminated food and water. Mode of infection is contaminated food and water. Okay, so you are saying that most of the time the mode of infection is contaminated food and water. So it is very necessary to eat healthy food also, covered food, neat and clean food. We should always eat neat and clean food and water. So then only we can be we can save us from different type of disease that are tuberculosis, hepatitis, dysentery, cholera, typhoid, right? Symptoms: anorexia, headache, rash on abdomen, dysentery, fever up to 104 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so what are the symptoms? Symptoms is might be fever will go up to the 104 degree Fahrenheit, and might be there is a rashes on abdomen, dysentery again, typhoid. Prevention and treatment is nothing, drinking clean water, vaccination, proper disposal of sewage. Okay, some vaccination are there for the typhoid, but still what you need to do, you need to follow the clean path, that is drinking clean water, and eating very less spicy food, and clean food, proper disposal of sewage. Okay. So these all are the treatment for the typhoid. And you will see on the page name it's written that some infectious diseases are more there, like AIDS, plague, malaria, and and you are asked to make a do internet on it, search for it, what are the pathogens for this disease. Even I will also give you some idea about this in the next class. So today we are going to end our class here only. So what you have to do, you have to learn all the pathogens for the different types of disease. Mode of infection is mostly is the same for all the disease given in this chart, and the symptoms are also almost same, and prevention is also almost same. So what mainly you have to learn is what are the pathogens for this disease given in the chart number A. So just go for it, read it properly, learn it properly. Okay. In next chapter we will discuss with the more point. Till the time, take care and bye bye.